I can't stand no more, cause I'm a fool. I cannot go to school, cause no more money.
Hello, we are happy to come your way again with this radio talk show called TSM Pidgin. The TSM, that's a news organization or news group on the internet, helping you always to make sure that different kind of story that are going around, you get the correct one. The TSM do this one here because there are plenty of different news that can go on. They want to help you get the correct story, the true story from the false story then. My name is Seyo Watusi, your special Liberian English friend. On August 24, 1847, 1 month after Liberia get her birthday, what they call July 26, Liberia get new flag. This particular flag here, a group of 7 women then, with their big person Susanna Louise, and I saw the flag here and put it down. In 1847 until October 24, 1915, the president of Liberia at that time, Daniel Iyawo, he signed a law that making it a holiday, August 24 for every year, and that flag day. And so this year, when August 24 came, the program that they can put down every time to put honor on this day here, that program happened. But to that program, all the big government people that people were expecting to go there, nobody went there. So, like the number 1 big person for the government of Liberia, Omenjo Boakai, the number 2 big person, Mr. Jeremiah Kuhn, the Speaker for the Lawmaker House of Representatives, Rachel Kuhn, then the big person for the Lawmaker House of Senator Nyambli, all these people, nobody went to this program here. So TSM decided to find out what really happened because why? Different news group put it down and say nobody went there. So they checked with the office for the big person for the Liberia Senate, Nyambli Lawrence, and Nyambli Lawrence said, in fact, the TSM people I saw sent her message on the internet thing they call WhatsApp. Then she read back, say, oh, good afternoon. Right now, I am not in Liberia. I am here in America to take part in a program that the Bassa people from Liberia that are in the America, they put down so that the program are keen to take part on. TSM made contact with the office of the speaker, Rachel Kuhn. Then Rachel Kuhn, they checked the chief news person in the speaker office, Mr. Vesely Smo. He said yes, the speaker now go to that program because the speaker, he was in Nimba County with the number 2 big person, Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn, taking part in some program there. TSM also decided to ask somebody in the Vice President office why they didn't go to this place here. And the person they tried to ask that Mr. Solomon Ware. Solomon Ware said, well, I will answer you people, but please, let me check with my bosses then. When TSM decided to make contact with Madam Kuda Fofana, who is a chief news person to the president of Liberia, and then the number 2 big person for the government house that can talk for the government of Liberia, called Minister of Information, Mr. Daniel Sano, that people did not even talk back, did not answer back to or send any reply to the question that TSM sent them. Well, TSM decided to look at all the video there that came from that particular program from different people now said. And they find out that particularly so they check the main video that the government TV station, they call LNTV, put down and find out that all these people, none of them were there. Vice President, President, Speaker, Pro Tem, nobody was there. So TSM say with all the checking that they do, that the story that came out to say the EBB people, none of them were in that place to take part in a flag day program. They won't hear that true. The other story here is concerning the government house where they put down. It's a kind of security house on money matters. They call it the Financial Intelligence Agency. They made law for this one here in 2022 to put a name on the called Liberian Financial Intelligence Agency. The name it used to get was Financial Intelligence Unit. Now, their work is to make sure that people don't carry money they kind of buy away what they call money laundering. You're taking money and carrying it this way, backward and forward, Money that you're carrying is supposed to go through the bank. So people who are actually doing money business, they are the main people that the particular office can be checking on. So now, on August 14, one internet news group they call Shan Liberia put it down that this particular office here, they call the FIA, they put fine on two companies there that can do money gambling thing. One of them they call Colony Casino, and the other one they call 50/50 Casino. That they put fine on them. The total money that they put on them that 16 million Liberian dollar. Because that people they say they break the rule. They break some rule in the whole money matters here. So TSM decided to check, and when they went to check all this here, they found out that this is really true. That the financial intelligence agency they put fine on these people here. Now, what CSM find out is that this is the breakdown for the fine what they put on them. Colony Casino, 10 million Liberian dollar, and the 50/50 Casino, 6 million Liberian dollar. Total 16 million Liberian dollar that they find they put on these people here. The FIA do some checking on these people on their money record from October 10 to October 15, 2024, and found these people here that they were guilty in doing this particular thing by breaking some of the rule then on this particular money rule here. That's why they put the fine on those people. Here is one more story. On August 23, 2025, the number 2 minister to the president office, Madam Cornelia W. Krua, she put it on a Facebook page and said that the voting house, what they call the National Elections Commission, it put it down and said it is a force under the law for all political parties for them to get their office in the capital city, Monrovia here. Why at the same time they should be running their office branches there in a different counties then. When Cornelia put this one here down, plenty of people started sharing the one here on the internet. So the TSM decided to check this one here. TSM went to work and started looking at all the law there that concern the running of political party there in this country here. And in fact, the TSM went to look at the big law book in Liberia here concerning running of political party there. TSM find out that yes, under the different rules political party there are supposed to get office in the capital city. The law say that if any political party that will fail to get their office in Monrovia here where people can see this one, the election commission or the voting house should follow it and then cancel all the registration paper or the document for that particular party there, what they call revocation. So with all this one here, that TSM say the checking they coming from doing, the thing that Minister Cornelia Christ say on the Facebook page, this one is true. The voting law talk about it, and even the big law book talk about it. The other story here, on August 22, 2025, one internet Facebook page they call Rescue Liberia put it down to say that the government of the United States of America, they finished using Liberia for them to give them $500 million to do development in this country here. The American government can get this program on which they can work with different countries and they call this one here Millennium Challenge Corporation. So the MCC is working with the different countries and are still going through development. That when you do good or you do the thing what the American government want you to do, how you run in your country, then you will get qualified to get that money. When Rescue Liberia posts something that they say down, people start to follow it. This particular American government program here that they can give development to different countries, they put it down under the president of America that time in 2004 called George W. Bush. So when Rescue Liberia put this particular thing here down, the TSM want to find it out. They went to the page on the internet for that MCC here to find this thing here. Well, the MCC, a put paper outside on August 22, 2025 to say that the board for that particular MCC they only choose one country they call Fiji. And that Fiji was standing the chance now to get this particular money here. And then another country they call Tonga, and Tonga also is qualified for this particular one here. The statement that people put outside is say Liberia, they not choose Liberia. Same statement or paper say even though they not choose Liberia, but Liberia is qualified to get this particular money here, but it will be in the future. And if Liberia will get it, when it continue to do the thing the way American people want it. When the people put the particular paper here also on that same day, the government house in charge of money matters, what they call Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, they say yes, they not choose Liberia to give the 500 million here, yeah, that is true. But Liberia still get a chance to get this money here. So they say the MCC people are going to send a team to Liberia here for them to find area, see how they can support Liberia in other area then. So TSM checking, making sure that people get the correct story. Check with the Rescue Liberia here through the Facebook page. Say, our good people, this is a story that you put aside and we're trying to find it out to know whether it is true or it's not true. How you got this story here and where you get it from, so we'll check. That people, they never send any answer back. So with all the checking that TSM do, it say it come to the conclusion that to say that Liberia, the rescue people also and say Liberia, finally they finish using Liberia or debted Liberia for $500 million. This one is not correct. On August 16, 2025, one radio station that get TV, they call it Punch TV, they pull it down and say the radio station they call Freedom FM and the other radio station they call Spoon TV, that people they now come together to be talking and making promotion for the old president of Liberia, President George Weah. Because Mr. President George Weah still get mind for political matter, he still get interest in political matter in this Liberia. Yeah. This particular Punch TV here, the owner for it that one Mr. Patrick Horner. Mr. Patrick Horner used to be the number 2 big person for the government station they call ELBC. And now, he is a big person or commissioner to the government house that is standing between the government of Liberia and all the cell phone company there, what they call the Liberia Telecommunications Authority. Well, TSM decided to check. And when they went to check with the big person for the Freedom Radio, they call Oliver Kine, to clear this one here, he said, no, it is not true. But he said there is a suggestion between that people, the two people, for them to start working together. But he now say whether exactly what they're going to do. TSM went also to the Punch FM, the Punch TV, and asked, this is what we read, this is what you say, Punch TV, and we want to find out whether it is true. The only thing, the person who they talk to say, we will get back to you. They speak big book and say, we will revert to you soon. And from that time on, that people, they never talk back to TSM to say whether they think that we talk, that is how we get it, or this is how we not get it. TSM say, with all the checking that they do, they come to the conclusion that they think what that Punch TV people pull down is not correct. The big person for Freedom FM say there is a kind of document, what they call proposal, between that two people for them to work together, but he not say exactly what thing they will be doing. This other story here, the government house that can talk for the government of Liberia, they call Ministry of Information, they always talking on some days and like Tuesday and Thursday, every time they will come out and try to get information out, what's going on in the country, what the government is doing, or what the other different government ministries that can be doing. This day, they come outside to talk, and the number 2 minister in the place, Mr. Daniel Sando, he pulled it down to say that the country Japan now is the second big country standing in the number 2 place for giving to country for development matter in this world here. So TSM decided to check this one here, how Japan can be the second highest donor country in this world here. This is a good news, but let's find out whether that's true. When TSM went to check, he found out that the thing were about Japan to be the second highest country then that can give, they want is like a plenty story behind it. TSM found out and say yes, Japan is a country that really can give for true when it comes to giving money to different countries and what still doing development. In fact, the World Money House, what they call the World Bank Group, say Japan was before it was the biggest country that used to give. But this one here, it was happening from the 1990s to all the way to the 2000s. Japan was the second bigger country then that used to give money by giving over $200 billion in the whole thing what you were talking about. But the record that TSMC said a few times, if see that the Japan dropped from this whole thing here. So this is the record that TSM bring outside. Number one, the United States, all on record up to this point, that's $63.3 billion. Number two, Germany, $32.4 billion. Number three, United Kingdom, the Great Britain now, $18.0 billion. Then Japan come to number four, $16.8 billion. France next to Japan that can give money out to different countries, $15.4 billion. TSM find out that this particular record here, one of big person working in the Japan office that is standing between Japan and other nations, they call Foreign Ministry of Foreign Affairs, put okay on this one here, say it is true, through Japan news, that this is where Japan standing now to number 4 position. So TSM say with all the information where you get from the checking, that why it is true that Japan is still giving, one of the big giver of money in the whole world, it is not true that Japan is the second biggest giver of money in the world. Japan dropped to number 4 position. So for this reason, the thing where the number 2 minister, Mr. Daniel Santos, say is not correct. Well, that's all we had time for on this TSM Pidgin today. My name is Seyo Watosi, your TSM Pidgin English friend. Bye-bye and God bless you.
No more money.